Rematch of the home opener, Senators and Giants. We stand just moments away from getting ready and going underway between the Giants and Senators. So glad you folks can join us tonight. Cody Wagner with you. Alex Urso is enjoying his senior week down on the beach. So glad you can be with us regardless tonight. Senators 4-1, riding a big 4-game winning streak. They're trying to stay hot tonight against a team in the Giants that last time out picked up their first win of the season. They had a slow start to things here in the 2025 campaign. They lost 3 in a row before ultimately getting their first win of the season. Giants looking to turn it around and start what can hopefully be a winning streak for them, and the Senators are looking to keep it rolling, prove they are indeed the best team in the league. They got the best record in the entirety of the league at the moment, 4-1. We are back after the national anthem with First Pitch.
Thermal Comfort provides heating and air conditioning for newly constructed custom homes in Northern Virginia and select areas in Maryland. They service all systems, operational or non-operational, while providing free estimates for new systems. Go to thermalcomfortllc.com and choose the easier way to upgrade your heating and cooling system. Seeking investment management help? Well, look no further than GDS Investments. With over 20 years of experience, Glenn Surwick has the knowledge and experience to help you make informed investment decisions. The company maintains full transparency, allowing you to view your account activity at any time so there are no delays or surprises. Go to gdsinvestments.com today to learn more. GDS Investments, there to guide you when the winds change. A warm, sunny afternoon, hot dog in hand, water in the other, watching a baseball game. What's better than that? Well, not much. If you want to make that fantasy a reality, you can check out the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Founded in 2006, the Blue Crabs are part of the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball. Search somdbluecrabs.com to get tickets today. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, Southern Maryland's only pro sports team.
Moments away between the Senators and Giants. So happy you can be with us. It's a Monday night here in Waldorf, Maryland, live from Regency Furniture Stadium. Beautiful night to play some baseball. Here's a look at the weather report this evening. Temperature sitting right under 80 degrees at first pitch time. Humidity pretty high tonight, and you can certainly feel it. Low chance of rain. Thankfully, looks like it will miss us. Maybe some in the area tomorrow, but the Senators will be off, and then looks pretty clear for the next couple of days, at least for now. Jace Canane, he makes the start tonight for the Senators. This is his first of the season. Senators, it looked like throughout the season, will go with a 6-man rotation, of course, barring anyone new tomorrow night, but we got Logan Bingham way back in the season opener against the Braves. Canane was ready to go last night, but he's pushed back to this evening with the cancellation for the Senators yesterday. And here they are ready to go once more against the Gaithersburg Giants, who they faced back in the home opener. Southern Maryland, that's when they really saw their pitching start to do some work. They won that 9-5. It was a huge 6-run 8th inning. Until that point, the game was fairly back and forth. 1 run for both teams in the 3rd inning, 2 for both in the 7th, and then 2 in the top of the 8th for Gaithersburg. Senators blew it open in the bottom half of the inning and then held the Giants scoreless in the top of the 9th, thanks to a good appearance from Alan Miller. Senators and Giants just moments away here in Waldorf. Jaden Brown will be the leadoff man for Gaithersburg. He is hitting .692 to begin this season. He has been absolutely unconscious early on for Gaithersburg. Looking to keep the train rolling tonight against the best team in the league, the Southern Maryland Senators. Last year, the Senators kind of scraped their way into the playoffs. 16-20 record a year ago. 14-22 the year before that. Have made the playoffs both seasons.
Now batting for the Giants.
This year, they are looking like a well-oiled machine early on. Here comes Jaden Brown to the plate. Last time out against the Big Train, he was fantastic. First pitch misses inside. We are off and running from Regency Furniture Stadium. Against the Big Train, Brown had 4 hits in 5 at-bats. Here's a little tapper back to the mound. Cunane on to Surwick for out number 1. That a bit of a change defensively for Scott Middleton tonight. Let's take a look at it. It's Danny Surwick over at first. He's the biggest change. Jack Ewert gets the start tonight. He is just a fantastic defender. Jax Nichols behind the dish. Otherwise, everything pretty much standard for Scott Middleton and crew. Jace Canane, a guy that's going to fill up the zone. This year at the college level, didn't walk many. Just 12 across 26 and a third. That is exactly the type of guy that Scott Middleton is looking for. Pitchers that will fill up the zone, not walk a lot of guys. That's really what the Senators fell victim to at times last year when they would lose games, was just walking too many batters. This is Brady Powell. He taps one foul. Powell plays college ball over at Radford. Transferred there from George Mason, where he played in 20 games as a freshman. This season at Radford, Powell hit .379. The 1-2 is fought off foul. Giants 4 games into the season. Senators have played 5 times. Their last game was on Saturday night on the road against the Grays. The 1-2 in the dirt. Powell did not play in the first win of the season against the Big Train. That was an 11-10 victory. It has been a slow start this season for Gaithersburg, and they've just struggled at times with the bats. 3-2 outside, and there's a walk for Powell.
Now batting, right fielder.
So the Giants have a 1-out base runner for Aaron Babave. Still early on in the season, but Babave, he's got a great baseball frame. 6'4", 205. This pitch is sawed off foul. Babave started his college career over at Tulane. After only spending the fall semester there, he decided to transfer to the College of San Mateo, where he got significant playing time this year in the spring. Transfer portal is crazy these days. Here's the 0-1. Runner goes. Pitch misses. Throw down to second. In time. Nichols throws a dart, and they get Powell trying to swipe a bag. Pretty throw by Nichols. That's his first caught stealing of the season. Had a big second out for Cunane, who really had to battle against Powell. Now he gets ahead on Babave. At the College of San Mateo, Babave had a over 1,100 on base plus slugging percentage. Anything over 1,000 considered elite. Canane this year at Towson, mentioned through 26 and a third innings, had a 6.49 ERA. Made 5 starts there as well. 2-2. Hit sharply on the ground past Surwick's glove at first. Into the right field corner. This will be extra bases. Babe will hold at second as Groen corrals it in the corner. And there's some 2-out traffic for the Giants. The next man is Danny Orr trying to come through. He's got 4 RBIs on the season. Has struck out 4 times as well. And that caught stealing on Brady Powell looms large here over the first inning. Orr was an everyday starter this year as a freshman at UMBC, having a standout season, batting .307 with 7 homers. 1-0, low and away. Just huge to prove that you can be a contributor at the college level, especially as a freshman, and that becoming more and more common with the transfer portal. Guys going to schools where they can prove themselves and then transferring over to bigger places. Wave and a miss. This is Orr's first summer of collegiate baseball. The pitch. Ripped into right field. That'll get down in front of Groen. Coming home is Babe. Throw to the plate. Gets past Nichols. Orr will go up to second, and the Giants are the first to put one in. So a big hit for Danny Orr. And he knocks one right in front of Carter Groen. It was a good throw to the plate, but it was a tough hop into the chest of Nichols. Got a little high on him and was unable to corral it. If he could have, though, he would have had a play on Babe at the plate. This is Bryce Rudisil. Sees the first pitch ball. Rudisil, a left-handed batter, just finished up his redshirt freshman campaign over at Mount St. Mary's. Actually spent his true freshman season redshirting at Pitt before transferring over to the Mount. Rudisil decided to go to a school where he had an opportunity to showcase his skills. He whacks this one out to right field, Groen a couple steps back, underneath it, and puts it away for out number 3. Well, the Giants first to strike here in Southern Maryland. They lead 1-0 after the top of the first. Senators bats for the first time tonight after this.
If you want to stay up to date with all things Senators, follow the collegiate team's social media accounts. You can follow the team at Southern MD Senators on Instagram or Go SOMD Senators on X to keep up with the team. You'll get score updates, final score graphics, access to articles, and so much more. Go check out the Senators on social media and don't miss a moment this season. Want to help the Senators? You can help fuel the team and carry them to victory by becoming a game day meal sponsor. For $250, you provide a pregame meal for the Senators players and staff. If you sign up, you'll receive 4 season passes to home games, a game time announcement, along with commercials on all Southern Maryland Senators broadcasts throughout the season. Both corporate and private donors are welcome. To sign up today, contact info@somdsenators.com. Whether you're a player or aspire to work a job in sports, the Cal Ripken Senior Collegiate Baseball League is the right place for you. With over 250 players each year, the Cal Ripken League helps showcase talent in a competitive environment. If you're seeking a job in sports, the Cal Ripken League offers media and photography internships. To learn more, visit calripkenleague.org today.
Giants put up one in the top of the first. This a similar story to the first time these two teams met. Giants striking early against the Senators. They scored one in the third inning last time these teams played. Other than that, they were pretty quiet through the middle innings. So Senators, they'll try to capitalize early as they did last time out against the Grays. Senators scored 8 runs in the first 3 innings the last time they played. The Grays just didn't have too much to offer on the other side in terms of any meaningful opposition. Senators won 8-5 the final. Grays put up 2 runs in the 9th inning, but talked with Scott Middleton today and felt similarly to how I did. The final score was closer than the game really indicated. Senators felt in control the entire way. Here's Nick Flores to lead things off for the Senators. He sees a first pitch strike. Nick Flores, he's been the leadoff man every game this season for Scott Middleton. Throws the bat this time. Middleton was really happy to get a guy like Nick Flores, a big-time bat, added to the Senators' order. Had unbelievable numbers this year as a freshman over at VCU. Hit .295 for the Rams. Mentioned it earlier, but getting production out of freshmen now has become a big deal. Especially gives them their own opportunities to be able to transfer, look at bigger options. 0-2. This one ripped foul. Deep down the left side. Ethan Bell, the starter tonight for Gaithersburg. 6'1" right-hander. Came out of the bullpen in the first game against Southern Maryland. The pitch, low and in. In that ball game, Ethan Bell faced 5 batters, gave up 4 earned runs. Not an ideal outing for him. Walked 3 batters. 1-2. Runs in and hits Nick Flores. So the Senators have the leadoff man on, and Flores is a dangerous one at that. Leads the team with 4 steals. Here comes another speedster in Adam Truck. The other day, he reached on an infield single here at Regency Furniture Stadium. Scott Middleton said that the players tried to go back on the broadcast and time up how quickly Trock got from home plate to first. They said it was 3.4 seconds. This one is hit on the ground to Rudisil at first. He'll take care of it himself. And there's 1 down, but Flores going on the pitch will make it to second. So a productive out there for Adam Trock, and up comes Carter Groen. Been off to an uncharacteristically slow start to this season. Last year was the leading batter for the Senators. Highest batting average, tied for the lead league in home runs. The credentials go on and on for Groen. He's got a runner in scoring position here. Nice pick by McNally to keep it in front. Groen logged in over 1100 OPS last season with the Senators. First 2 pitches to him are way outside. Growing, a guy that is always dangerous to pitch to, regardless of the batting average being a little down this season. He struck out 5 times. But he will really punish you. Earlier in the season against the Aces, he had a 3-run homer that really opened things up. He's got an opportunity to try to equalize things here early. Bell staying away from him. Groen especially thrived in the playoffs last year when the stakes had become higher of pitching to him. He pops this one up. Foul ground, right side. Rudisill is there. He makes the catch. There's 2 away.
Now batting, designated hitter MJ Phillips.
And this is the designated hitter for Southern Maryland tonight, MJ Phillips. Just finished up as a redshirt sophomore at Towson University. Listed on this roster both as a pitcher and hitter. Hasn't pitched yet this season. We'll see if Scott Middleton elects to use him on the mound at any point throughout the year. Phillips has played a lot of first base for the Senators throughout the season. Came in last game for Stephen Krause off the bench on the road against the Grays. Phillips walked both times up. Decent number of mix-ups for Scott Middleton tonight. Over the main 3 that we've seen every ball game to this point, it's been Flores, Trock, Groen. Tribble also pretty consistent down at the bottom of the order. That's where he is tonight, hitting 9. The pitch misses away. Giants capitalized early. Senators trying to match here in the bottom of the first. 3-1. Ripped into left field. Back goes Powell. It's over his head. Flores will easily score. And it got stuck in the wall somewhere. So Phillips will get to second. Flores will score. And the Senators have tied it all up. This is Danny Surwick to the plate. He's making his first start over at first base tonight. He has been a sneaky utility throughout the season for Scott Middleton. Played a little third, some right field, and now first tonight. Middleton's got a number of utility guys on this team, Smale and Queen as well. Dawson Smale doesn't get the start tonight. Instead, it's Jack Ewart at second. He will hit 8th in the Senators' order. Surwick hitting .267 on the young campaign. Began the season hitting 4th. He's batted 6th a number of times. Now tonight he's moved into the 5 spot. Ever since being moved down in the order, he has started to produce. And there's a line shot that gets into the outfield. Phillips around third. He will score. And the Senators move out in front. Early offense, late offense, hasn't mattered. Senators have produced this season. And they lead 2-1 in the first. Jax Nichols He hit 6 in the order for the Senators. Native of Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Same hometown as teammate Nathan Brewer. Brewer on the bench tonight for the Senators. Nichols unable to record a hit in his only at-bat last time out against the Grays. Senators riding a 4-game win streak. They're up a game and a half on the rest of the division. Alexandria and DC behind them. Here's the pitch. Low and away. So Bell now nibbling at the zone after he's been touched up a little now here in the first. First a Phillips double, then a Surwick RBI single. 3-0. Low and away, not even close. And here's 2 base runners for the Senators, and up comes Kai Queen.
Now batting, third baseman, Kai Queen.
And out comes TJ Brockway. He's going to go have a chat with his starter, Ethan Bell, who has been rocky thus far. Was looking good early in this one. Recorded 2 quick outs after Nick Flores was hit by a pitch. Then that big double for Phillips maybe shook the confidence a little bit. Surwick then knocked home a run with a single. Nichols walked there on 4 pitches. So we'll see how long the leash is on Ethan Bell tonight. Bell, a hometown kid, native of Gaithersburg, Maryland. Trying to produce for his hometown ball club, but he is treading rocky waters here. Now he draws Kai Queen. Nice pick by McNally. They throw behind Surwick to at second, who's back. Ethan Bell really had a rough go of it the first time against the Senators. Southern Maryland seeing him well again tonight. In that first appearance against the Senators, it was really the walks that costed him. He hit Flores to begin the game. Now he just walked Nichols. He has thrown 6 straight balls. The pitch. Queen whacks into right field. This will get down in front of Babave. Surwick's going to come home, and he's in safely. No throw there. A 2-run lead for the Senators, and they're cooking early. Kai Queen delivers. He's had a quiet start to the season, but Scott Middleton's expecting big things of him, and there he comes through. And this is Jack Ewart, still yet to record his first hit of the season, but Middleton largely has him in the lineup for his incredible defensive prowess. Just graduated from Marist High School down in his home city of Atlanta, Georgia. He'll be going to Wofford College come the fall. We'll join Logan Tribble there. Lucas Grantham, formerly at Wofford, just recently announced he's going over to Georgia State. Senators last time out had 3 in the first inning. Repeating that again tonight. Bell's 2-1. Fights it off. And so the Giants, they got on the board first, but the Senators responding in a massive way. Just seemed like this season they can do no wrong. The pitch hit sharply through the left side. Nichols being sent home. Throw from Powell home, not in time. Queen advancing to third. Throw goes high. Queen's on his way home. This one way out in left field. Ewert, a little league homer. Senators have 6 in the first. Ewert saw the ball go out into left and never stopped running.
Now batting, left fielder, Logan Tribble.
So it's back to the top of the order for Southern Maryland. And for Jack Ewert, that's going to go down as a 3 RBI single. And that's something you see every day. Advancing on the couple of errors there. So this is Logan Tribble in the 9 spot tonight. He has had an incredibly hot start to the season. Reached 2 of 3 times up last time out against the Grays. He's still yet to strike out this season. He's walked 6 times. And he just makes you work out on the mound. Already some action out in that Grays bullpen. Didn't think that it could be worse for Ethan Bell than last time against the Senators, where he gave up a total of 4 runs across a third of an inning. Well, Senators have put up 6 here, and he's thrown 2/3. This is on the ground. Marino to retire the side. It's in time. And the Senators have a huge first inning. They lead 6-1. We go to the second between Southern Maryland and Gaithersburg.
Need industry-leading equipment for leaf blowers, lawnmowers, boat trailers, and more? Guy Brothers Marine can help. Need maintenance or repair on equipment? Guy Brothers Marine can help. Family owned and operated, they take pride in everything they do. They have a reputation for fixing what others can't. For more on equipment and repair, check out GuyBrothersMarine.com today. Guy Brothers Marine, their commitment to serving customers is priority one. A warm, sunny afternoon, hot dog in hand, water in the other, watching a baseball game. What's better than that? Well, not much. If you want to make that fantasy a reality, you can check out the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Founded in 2006, the Blue Crabs are part of the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball. Search SOMDBlueCrabs.com to get tickets today. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, Southern Maryland's only pro sports team.
Back between the Giants and the Senators for the top of the second inning. Senators looking good after one. An inside the park home run for Jack Ewert after an error and a throw into left field that no one was there to back up. So here is Jace Kinane for his second inning with Southern Maryland. Offers a first pitch ball to the man leading off this inning in Ethan McNally. This is on the ground towards third, and it's through the left side for a base hit. So the leadoff man on for Gaithersburg here in the second. And here comes Colin Hughes. This is first game of the season for the Giants. And here he goes against the Senators tonight. Kinane's first pitch is inside. Kinane has only walked one so far, and that was Brady Powell, who got caught stealing in the first. This one's hit right at Queen. They'll try to double him off at first. Throw is not in time. Hit off the runner's leg, but Surwick keeps it close enough.
Shortstop, Aiden Marino.
So the Senators set down Hughes quickly. At the plate, Aiden Marino, who squares to bunt, and now it kicks off the shin pad of Nichols. Up to second goes McNally. Giants, however, they are going to need a lot of offense to try to even equalize what Southern Maryland did in the first inning. This one hit right at Kinane, and now they got McNally hung up in a rundown. Here's the flip to Flores. They put the tag on, and there's two away. Heads up play by Jace Kinane, and everyone shouting out in the infield to make him aware. So they get out the lead runner. At the bottom of the order, Ryan Maxey swings at the first pitch and misses. Maxey played his freshman year of baseball at St. John's River College down in Florida, a long trip from his home in Woodsboro, Maryland. He's returned home for summer ball this year. Senators have been a well-oiled machine early on in the season. They got the best record in the entire league. Only other team above 500 at the moment is the Crop Dusters. This one served into left field for a base hit. So two men on with two out in the inning. And back to the top of the order, and Jaden Brown, who grounded out to the pitcher his last time.
Center fielder Jaden Brown.
Crop Dusters are 3-1 this season. Senators 4-1. Southern Maryland dropped their opening game of the season on the road against the Braves. Since then, they've been perfect. On the road this season, Giants are 0-2. This one is ripped into right field. This will likely score one. Marino around third. He's in. And an RBI single for Jaden Brown. So there's the first step in the right direction for Gaithersburg. They got to start attacking Southern Maryland one run at a time. And they still got a long ways to go. Scott Middleton out to have a chat on the mound with Kinane. No movement from what I can see out in the Senators' bullpen. Kinane for Towson. He plays college ball with Jacob Whiteman. Whiteman, of course, a Senator last summer. Was a productive starter for Southern Maryland a year ago.
Left fielder Brady Powell.
Jace Canane's dad, Will, is a former MLB pitcher. Spent over 7 years in the league with a number of organizations. This one's whacked up the middle and into center. That'll score one easily. Coming home is Maxey, and it's first and second. Brady Powell keeps things going.
Now batting right fielder Aaron Barber.
So a little first pitch swinging for Brady Powell, and the Giants played another. They trail only by 3. Runs have not been too tough to come by so far. There's a big hack and a miss. Aaron Babave had a big double back in the first inning. He ultimately came in to score off a Danny Orr single. 0-1 is low. Nichols keeps it in front. Babave was a real standout over at San Mateo College this season. Hit .324 with 4 home runs as a freshman. Babave's college team lost in super regionals at the JUCO level. College of San Mateo made a pretty good run in the postseason. Babave really enjoyed his freshman year over there after transferring out of Tulane after spending just the fall semester there. 1-2. He's low. Giants have been able to produce in each of these first 2 innings. Canane trying to hold it right here. The pitch. Checks his swing. He held up. And the bases are loaded. And this sets it up for Danny Orr, who had an RBI single in the first inning. Both offenses showing up big time. This is a big moment early for the Giants to try to equalize after the Senators had an unreal start with the bats. This at-bat feels incredibly important, especially with how the Senators' bullpen has been over the first few games. Best outing was against the Braves earlier this year. This is a little jam shot, and Flores makes a jumping catch. Senators get out of the inning. Nice defensive play by Nick Flores. And the Giants are only able to score 2. They leave them loaded in the second. Senators bats, top of the order, due up after this.
Want to help the Senators? You can help fuel the team and carry them to victory by becoming a game day meal sponsor. For $250, you provide a pregame meal for the Senators players and staff. If you sign up, you'll receive 4 season passes to home games, a game time announcement, along with commercials on all Southern Maryland Senators broadcasts throughout the season. Both corporate and private donors are welcome. To sign up today, contact info@somdsenators.com. A warm, sunny afternoon, hot dog in hand, water in the other, watching a baseball game. What's better than that? Well, not much. If you want to make that fantasy a reality, you can check out the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Founded in 2006, the Blue Crabs are part of the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball. Search somdbluecrabs.com to get tickets today. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, Southern Maryland's only pro sports team. The newest addition to the Senators family is the Maryland Lady Senators softball team. With an 18U team forming, 14U and 10U teams, the Lady Senators coaches and staff strive to help players reach their fullest potential both on and off the field. With the team just finishing their second season, you can join in the future by registering at ladysenators.com.
Top of the order, Senators batted around in the first. Ultimately, left no one stranded. Had a key for them. Last time out, they left 9 on base against the Grays. Ultimately, didn't cost them. I mean, when you score as many runs as the Senators have in these first couple of games, you're going to leave men on. They have averaged 8 runs a game, the Senators, across these first 5. Just remarkable. A 2-0. Lifted into right, foul. And here is Aiden Gonzalez out of the bullpen. Ethan Bell only able to get 1 inning for the Giants, TJ Brockway and company. This one's tapped foul. Giants with a limited cast early on in this season. Only 3 players as subs down in their dugout. Certainly not easy when you're working at a deficit like that. This is bounced back up the middle. Athletic play by Gonzalez. Flip on to first is there for out number 1. Pitchers are athletes too. There's Aiden Gonzalez making a nice play on one hit right at him. Gonzalez has already made an appearance this season. Didn't give up a run in an inning against the Thunderbolts. I was back in the second game of the season. Faced 3 batters there. Here comes Adam Trock, who grounded out to first the last time. Trock, a native of Bethesda, Maryland. Big train located there, but Trock has decided to make the journey down to Southern Maryland to join the Senators. 2-0. Hit sharply on the ground. It eats up Rudisil. Race to the bag. Rudisil's there for out number 2. Trock might not be able to beat anything, but he feels that he can. He's going to try every single time. And Rudisil able to recover and get him out at first. So a couple of ground outs to Rudisil for Adam Trock, and up comes Carter Groen. He popped out in foul territory his first time. Senators bats got going early. A big 3 RBI. What ultimately turned into an inside the park home run for Jack Ewert. Scored as a single. Scored off an errant throw after the original throw came to the plate to try to retire Jax Nichols. He was safe. Then McNally threw down to third to get an advancing Kai Queen. It went over Maxey's head and into left. No one was there to back it up. Ewert never hit the brakes and came around to score. Senators this season have been able to score throughout games. Last time out, it was kind of shocking. They only scored early on. Ultimately, it was enough, but the offense did considerably slow down as that one went on. Senators with 8 runs in the first 3 innings, nothing after that. Trying to defend their home turf once more tonight. They are 3-0 here at Regency Furniture. Quality take by Groen. He can punish you at any moment. This one he lifts into left field, and that's over Powell's head. Groen seeking extra bases. Trips around first, but he stays up and recovers just enough to make it to second. So there's a 2-out double for Carter Groen. Senators in business here in the second.
Now batting, designated hitter, MJ Phillips.
And head coach Scott Middleton just has so much confidence in Groen. Just has a feeling that at some point he's going to get things going, and that might be the catalyst. A big 2-out double for Groen. Here's MJ Phillips. Groen goes, throw down to third, is well in time to set down Groen. So that'll end the inning. Groen thrown out, trying to steal third on the first pitch of MJ Phillips. And Southern Maryland have 3 up, 3 down in the second. We're back for the third inning after this. 6-3 Senators.
If you or your child is searching for a youth baseball team, you're looking in the right place. The Maryland Senators Elite Travel Baseball Team competes in tournaments and showcases around the country. Featuring teams from 8 to 18U, the Senators work hard to prepare players for the next level by teaching confidence, a winning attitude, and the importance of character by being a great student, teammate, and individual. Get more information by searching MarylandSenators.com, the place to be for travel baseball in Maryland.
Sweet. So now I can actually...
A warm, sunny afternoon, hot dog in hand, water in the other, watching a baseball game. What's better than that? Well, not much. If you want to make that fantasy a reality, you can check out the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Founded in 2006, the Blue Crabs are part of the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball. Search SOMDBlueCrabs.com to get tickets today. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, Southern Maryland's only pro sports team.
Top of the third inning, Bryce Rudisil swings at the first pitch he sees and whacks it foul. Giants nearly batted around in the second. This one hit right at Flores, who makes the catch for out number 1.
Now batting, catcher Ethan McNally.
So Flores able to easily put away that one, and here comes Ethan McNally, who singled last time to the plate. McNally hitting 6th in the order tonight, was batting .500 coming into this game. Number of players out of Maryland on this Gaithersburg team. Senators have really made a concerted effort to go all across the country. Giants, pretty even in that category in terms of players from elsewhere and those from Maryland. Senators, just 9 players from Maryland on this squad. Scott Middleton was really happy with his ability to recruit across the country. Has a number of guys from Pennsylvania, players from all up and down the East Coast. That pitch was close, just low. One, two. Swing and a miss. Canane sets him down with a fastball. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, designated hitter Colin Hughes.
86 dotted down and away from Canane. And there's 2 away. This is Colin Hughes. He lined out to Kai Queen back in the second inning. There was already a man on in the inning for the Giants in Ethan McNally. Senators were nearly able to double him off there, but he had quick reactions and was able to get back to the base. Had they been able to do that, inning might have looked a little different. Instead, Gaithersburg brought it within 3 in the second. Hughes quickly ahead 3-0. Here's the pitch. There he fills up the zone. Jace Canane consistently sitting between 86 and 88 with the fastball. 3-1. Hit sharply through the left side and into left field, a base hit. So some 2-out traffic for the Giants. And this will be Aiden Marino.
Now batting,
Grounded into a fielder's choice his last time. There the Senators retired Ethan McNally, who was hung up in a rundown between second and third on a heads-up play by Jace Canane. Believe it or not, this already one of the longer starts for Senators pitching throughout this season. Scott Middleton has really kept these guys short to this point. Vincent Luther last time out went 4 innings. That was the longest all year. Aiden Milburn before that threw 3. Prior to that, everyone was 2 1/3 or less for the Senators. This is lifted foul. Canane's father, Will, a former MLB pitcher, pitched for the Padres, Brewers, Braves, and Cubs organization. Just a great resource for Jace to understand the game at the next level. So that's got to be some great inspiration, having a pro ball player in the family. And there he catches the outer edge. Two strikes on Marino. The pitch just in. Marino trying to extend this inning. He does so successfully, at least for one pitch. And these Giants, they've battled early. Got to be disappointed, though, with last inning. They left the bases loaded. Here didn't get a base runner on until there was 2 outs. Canane had a wonderful start to the inning. Some action out in the Senators' bullpen. Here's the 3-2 hit on the ground to Flores. Only play is at first. Throw there in time to retire the side. So Canane with a clean third inning. Giants leave one stranded. Senators remain in the lead by 3.
Thermal Comfort provides heating and air conditioning for newly constructed custom homes in Northern Virginia and select areas in Maryland. They service all systems, operational or non-operational, while providing free estimates for new systems. Go to thermalcomfortllc.com and choose the easier way to upgrade your heating and cooling system. Seeking investment management help? Well, look no further than GDS Investments. With over 20 years of experience, Glenn Surwick has the knowledge and experience to help you make informed investment decisions. The company maintains full transparency, allowing you to view your account activity at any time so there are no delays or surprises. Go to gdsinvestments.com today to learn more. GDS Investments, there to guide you when the winds change. We've got an offer you won't want to miss out on. Over the summer, the Senators collegiate team will be hosting a youth baseball camp throughout June and July, available to ages 7 through 14. Take the opportunity to get personalized advice from Senators players and coaches and elevate your game to the next level. For specific dates and times, go to
Back live between the Senators and Giants. First pitch to MJ Phillips finds the zone. He's in the DH spot tonight. He had an RBI double back in the first. Last inning, he was left waiting at the plate. Carter Groen got caught trying to steal third. Groen had a 2-out double, but unfortunately tried to push it a little too much. Trying to steal third with 2 outs, and the Senators were retired in the second. Phillips has played first throughout this season for Scott Middleton. This is his first start as the DH, and here he rips one into right. Back goes Babave, and he makes the catch. There's out number 1 on a nice defensive play. Aaron Babave was showing some range out and right. Here comes Danny Surwick. Surwick, a little throwback on the walk-up song, some Fleetwood Mac. Rumors, great album. The 1-0 is his hit on the ground to second. Danny Ort throws on to Rudisil to retire Surwick. There's 2 down. So quickly, 2 away in the inning, and Aiden Gonzalez is having one heck of a performance out of the bullpen. He's through 1 2/3, has only given up 1 hit. Senators still yet to leave a base runner on. So they've made the most of every opportunity to this point. On the other side, 5 left on base for the Giants. This is a Giants ball club that last year was the best team in the North, 23-13 record. Gaithersburg has struggled early on this season. It'll be interesting to see if they just found the right combo of players last season or if they have really cracked the code here in the Cal Ripken League. 2-1. Low. Giants last season really turned things on their head after a year ago. This is a high bouncer back up the middle. Marino there to retire the side. Senators go down in order in the third. They lead 6-3. We're back after this.
Eternal Couture Sports makes your design ideas come to life. From sports uniforms to vehicle lettering, custom t-shirts, yard signs, and more, EC Sports has you covered. They're ready to suggest new design ideas for your company logo, team uniforms, or personal apparel. Based in Waldorf, Maryland, EC Sports is here to match your design needs. To learn more, visit ecsportsdmv.net today. If you or your child is searching for a youth baseball team, you're looking in the right place. The Maryland Senators Elite Travel Baseball Team competes in tournaments and showcases around the country. Featuring teams from 8 to 18U, the Senators work hard to prepare players for the next level by teaching confidence, a winning attitude, and the importance of character by being a great student, teammate, and individual. Get more information by searching MarylandSenators.com, the place to be for travel baseball in Maryland.
Senators and Giants here in Waldorf. Griffin Siebel will be the new man out of the bullpen for Scott Middleton. Senators with a hot start offensively in the first inning. They scored 6 runs. They've been held scoreless since. Giants with 1 in the first and then 2 in the second. They are trying to battle back. Were held scoreless in the third inning where they ultimately stranded a runner. This will be the 9-hole hitter Ryan Maxey to lead things off this inning. Griffin Siebel has already made an appearance this season. Been impressive for the Senators. Excuse me, this is actually Michael Cantiliano who got the start for TJ Brockway. From what we saw in the lineup, it was Ryan Maxey, but there was a change pregame. So Cantiliano gets the start this evening. He's a utility guy for Gaithersburg. Sees a first pitch strike. Singled his first time up back in the second. That started that 2-out rally for Gaithersburg. Giants nearly batted around in that second inning. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Griffin Siebel finding the zone.
Now batting, center fielder Jaden Brown.
And back to the top of the order with Jaden Brown. Coming into this game tonight, he was hitting .692. An incredibly hot start, home run, has struck out only once. Had an RBI single in the second. He's the go-to man in this order. Played 36 games his freshman year at Ranger College, batting .314. Showcased some speed there, 9 stolen bases. Brown just an incredibly tough guy to stop. Hits for average, and then when he gets on base, he is an absolute nuisance. Has 2 stolen bases this year with the Giants. Could be dangerous if he starts to really consistently hit for power. 1-2. Popped in the air, back behind home. Brown takes away. Both teams, these are the only opposition they played from opposing divisions. This one skied into shallow right. Groen puts it away for out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder Brady Powell.
So there's 2 away in the inning for Brady Powell, who is 1 for 1 with a walk in the first. He was caught trying to steal second. Ultimately, maybe costed him a run. They scored 1 in the first inning thanks to a RBI single from Danny Orr after a Aaron Babave double. Siebel, a guy that can get you some distance out of the bullpen. Last appearance through 3 2/3 against the Giants. Didn't give up a single run. Gaithersburg had a tough time finding it against him. Had 4 strikeouts in that appearance as well. Senators tried him last year in a starting role, just didn't have as much success there, but has been a good long reliever. This is Nick Flores on to Sherwick to retire the side. So 3 up, 3 down for Siebel in the 4th. Senators coming to the plate after this.
Thermal Comfort provides heating and air conditioning for newly constructed custom homes in Northern Virginia and select areas in Maryland. They service all systems, operational or non-operational, while providing free estimates for new systems. Go to thermalcomfortllc.com and choose the easier way to upgrade your heating and cooling system. Need industry-leading equipment for leaf blowers, lawnmowers, boat trailers, and more? Guy Brothers Marine can help. Need maintenance or repair on equipment? Guy Brothers Marine can help. Family owned and operated, they take pride in everything they do. They have a reputation for fixing what others can't. For more on equipment and repair, check out GuyBrothersMarine.com today. Guy Brothers Marine. Their commitment to serving customers is priority one. If you or your child is searching for a youth baseball team, you're looking in the right place. The Maryland Senators Elite Travel Baseball Team competes in tournaments and showcases around the country. Featuring teams from 8 to 18U, the Senators work hard to prepare players for the next level by teaching confidence, a winning attitude, and the importance of character by being a great student, teammate, and individual. Get more information by searching MarylandSenators.com, the place to be for travel baseball in Maryland. If you or your child is searching for a youth baseball team, you're looking in the right place. The Maryland Senators Elite Travel Baseball Team competes in tournaments and showcases around the country. Featuring teams from 8 to 18U, the Senators work hard to prepare players for the next level by teaching confidence, a winning attitude, and the importance of character by being a great student, teammate, and individual. Get more information by searching MarylandSenators.com, the place to be for travel baseball in Maryland. Whether you're a player or aspire to work a job in sports, the Cal Ripken Senior Collegiate Baseball League is the right place for you. With over 250 players each year, the Cal Ripken League helps showcase talent in a competitive environment. If you're seeking a job in sports, the Cal Ripken League offers media and photography internships. To learn more, visit calripkenleague.org today.
Well, folks, just realized at the end of that last inning that the audio was off for that bottom of the fourth inning. Senators scored another run. We apologize for that. Southern Maryland out in front, 7-3. And that was a big run for Southern Maryland for momentum. This is a team that has put runs up in bunches throughout the season and then been slow the rest of games. Scott Middleton wanting more consistency, but nonetheless, he can't be too mad with what he's gotten from his team this season. Averaging 8 runs a game coming into tonight. 1 run away from matching that tonight. Babe rips one into right center. Groen will cut it off in the gap, and so this will be a long single. But a leadoff man on for the Giants here in the 5th.
Now batting second baseman, Danny Orr.
And here comes Danny Orr. This is his first year of summer collegiate baseball. Orr has proven how good he is at the college level, batting .307 with UMBC. That one kicks way out in front of Nichols, but Babe holds at first. Always a luxury to have a guy like Orr in your lineup that has already proven how good he can be at the college level. Players that have succeeded in Division I historically do pretty well in the Cal Ripken League. Tough to get those types of guys. There's a couple in this game tonight. Nick Flores for the Senators amongst them. Check the swing, held up. So Aaron Babe over at first. Hasn't stolen a base this season for the Giants, but only been on once. The pitch. And at the bottom of the zone. Really, the only concerning stat for Orr at the college level this year were the strikeouts. Had 34 of them with only 9 walks. Orr tonight has been helpful. Had an RBI single in the first. Lined out to short his last time to end the second inning. That left 3 men on there for the Giants. Orr fights this one off. Giants have left 5 base runners on to this point. Just 2 for the Senators. The pitch. Whacked into left field. Chasing towards the line is Tribble. He makes the catch. There's one away.
first baseman Bryce Rudisill.
That gives way to Bryce Rudisill, who is 0 for 2 with a couple of flyouts. First time up, flew out to Groen and right. Was hitting .250 on the season coming into tonight with 3 strikeouts. Has scored twice this season. Giants early in this season have had a lot of trouble scoring runs. Didn't last game where they won 11-10 against the Big Train. There's a swing and a miss. Before that, against the Crop Dusters, only scored 4. Thunderbolts 4 as well, and 5 in the season opener against the Senators. Hoping for more offensive explosions like that one against Bethesda. 0-2. Flown in the air. Shallow left field. Tribble makes the catch for out number 2. So Griffin Siebel's looked great ever since coming out of the bullpen. He's only allowed 1 base runner in the form of Babave. Last inning in the 4th, set him down in order. And here comes Ethan McNally, riding a 1 for 2 night. Singled in the 2nd. Was ultimately hung up between 2nd and 3rd, trying to advance off a ground out from Aiden Moreno that turned into a fielder's choice. The pitch in there. Siebel took something off at that time. 82 miles an hour. McNally lifts it foul. This season at Clarion University, McNally made 22 starts, batted .175, had a home run and 9 RBIs. Is a returner to the Giants this summer. Big for TJ Brockway to get a couple guys coming back to his team from a historic year last season. McNally hit .204 a year ago. 1-2. Ripped through the hole on the left side. So a 2-out base hit for McNally. And here's some traffic on the base pass for Gaithersburg with Colin Hughes coming up. He's the DH tonight, playing his first game in the league this year. His teammates as a sophomore at VCU with the Senators' Nick Flores. Michael Walsh, Southern Maryland bullpen arm, also a player over at VCU. Hughes takes in the dirt. Hughes played 2 seasons at Longwood before transferring over to VCU. Made 17 starts his true freshman season. 1-0. Waved at. Always a tough adjustment to the college level. Hit .204 that freshman season. Also had a home run. 368 on base percentage. He's a guy that reaches a lot. And now they got a pitch clock violation against Griffin Siebel. So the count will go to 2-1. Only the second one we've seen this season, but those rules are in effect. Beautiful night for baseball. Temperatures sitting right in the high 70s. Swings through, strike number 2. Also, for my money, best ballpark in the league here at Regency Furniture Stadium. It is just a beautiful one. Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, professional baseball team, play their season here, and there's another pitch clock violation against Siebel. So he's only thrown one ball, but the count is full. And now you've put your back against the wall here. 3-2. Pulled foul. Hughes looking to continue on what's already been a productive 1-for-2 night. Singled in the third inning. He was left on there. Giants have really got to start capitalizing on these opportunities. And this is a drop third strike, and there will be no play at first. So the bases will be loaded here for the Giants off a strikeout. Boy, that is less than ideal.
Shortstop Aiden Marino.
That's got to be an attitude killer for Siebel, who struck out a batter after getting 2 pitch clock violations, and now there's a man on first. Doesn't seem rattled. Aiden Marino, 0-for-2 this evening. Reached on a fielder's choice in the second. Grounded out to short last time. It's called outside. Siebel made a long appearance his last time. Went 3 2/3 against the Giants earlier in the season. Was wonderful there for the Senators. Gave up only 2 hits, 1 walk, struck out 4. He's a returner to the Senators this year. 2-1. Half-hearted swing attempt, but he did go around. And now the returner, Griffin Siebel. A big chance here. Just outside. Nichols thought it was strike 3. So this is an important one here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. Queen makes an incredible catch. A hot shot at him. He dives into the hole and makes the grab. Oh, wow. Queen flashing the leather to retire the side. And the Giants leave 3 on in the 5th. Senators trying to add to their lead after this.
We've got an offer you won't want to miss out on. Over the summer, the Senators collegiate team will be hosting a youth baseball camp throughout June and July, available to ages 7 through 14. Take the opportunity to get personalized advice from Senators players and coaches and elevate your game to the next level. For specific dates and times, go to somdsenators-cal.com to learn more. In need of trash pickup service? Well, look no further than Evergreen Disposal. With over 2 generations of experience, a family owned and operated business, Evergreen Disposal proudly serves Southern Maryland. The company is committed to customers and building community. They provide service to homeowners associations, individual houses, and commercial, construction, and industrial locations. Once you switch, you'll never look back. To start using Evergreen Disposal, go to evergreendisposal.com or call 240-468-6677. That's 240-468-6677 to change to a community-based organization. Evergreen Disposal.
Bottom of the 5th, Senators and Giants. Southern Maryland's offense has looked unstoppable early on in this season, averaging 8 runs a game. Nothing's changed tonight. This is MJ Phillips to lead off the 5th for the Senators. Sees a first pitch strike to begin the inning. New arm out on the mound in Shane Murphy, 6'1" right-hander, making his first appearance of the summer. MJ Phillips is 1 for 2 this evening, an RBI double in the first. Flew out to right last time up in the third. Phillips making his first start in the DH spot tonight. He's played a lot of first base this season for Scott Middleton. 1-2, high and away. MJ Phillips last time out came off the bench to play first for Stephen Krause. Reached both times up on a couple of walks. 2-2. Oh, and away. Phillips, an imposing presence to pitch to. 6'2", 215. 3-2. Up and away, and there's a leadoff runner for Senators. And up next is Danny Surwick, who is 1 for 2. An RBI single the first time up. For innings 2, 3, and 4, base runners were tough to come by for the Senators. Last inning, they scored 1, finally cracking the code on Aiden Gonzalez, who went 3 innings, only giving up the 1 run. Surrendered 3 hits in that time. Senators just couldn't seem to get a beat on the side armor Gonzalez. This is on the grounds. Cantiliano only play at first. On to Rudisil to retire Danny Surwick. There's 1 away. And up comes Jax Nichols with a man in scoring position. Nichols 0 for 1 this evening. A walk back in the first inning. Scott Middleton was high on him coming into the season. He's got some big-time pop. The 0-2. Flown into right center. Babave underneath makes the catch. Phillips will hold at second. There's 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Kai Queen.
So this brings up Kai Queen. He has had a hit in his only at bat this evening. Reached on a walk in the 4th. Back in the 1st, had an RBI single. That was big for the Senators and huge for Queen's confidence. He's got next level stuff. Just had a bit of a slow start to the campaign. Was hitting .091 coming into tonight. That one way in. Queen made a big step up this year as a sophomore over at Norfolk State University. Was an everyday starter there. Hit .281 with 19 RBIs. 3-0. He's taken all the way. Strike 1. Queen lines this one into center. Brown coming on, slides, and he made the catch. Senators bench thought it hit the ground. Everyone protesting. Third base umpire Carl Ramalia seems to disagree. Queen ripped one into center field. Brown slid. From what I saw, ball hit the ground and then bounced into the glove, but hey, there's out number 3 in the 5th for the Senators. Griffin Siebel trying to stay focused on the mound after this. Top of the 6th coming up. Senators up 7-3.
Need industry-leading equipment for leaf blowers, lawnmowers, boat trailers, and more? Guy Brothers Marine can help. Need maintenance or repair on equipment? Guy Brothers Marine can help. Family owned and operated, they take pride in everything they do. They have a reputation for fixing what others can't. For more on equipment and repair, check out GuyBrothersMarine.com today. Guy Brothers Marine. Their commitment to serving customers is priority 1. A warm, sunny afternoon, hot dog in hand, water in the other, watching a baseball game. What's better than that? Well, not much. If you want to make that fantasy a reality, you can check out the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Founded in 2006, the Blue Crabs are part of the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball. Search SOMDBlueCrabs.com to get tickets today. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, Southern Maryland's only pro sports team.
Griffin Siebel is still the man for Scott Middleton, and to lead off the 6th is the 9-hole hitter, Michael Conciliano. Is 1 for 2 this evening. Back in the first meeting between these two teams, he hit 2nd in the order. In that game, he was 0 for 4 with a walk, but was caught stealing in the 6th inning. He has reached once tonight. Senators responded with a huge first inning after Gaithersburg pushed across 1 in the top of the first. Senators scored 6 in the bottom half of the inning. Giants put up 2 in the 2nd and then 1 in the bottom of the 4th for the Senators. No one has scored since. Griffin Siebel has came on for Jace Canane and had quite the outing. There he walks the batter.
Now batting center fielder Jaden Brown.
That's the first one he's walked tonight. And back to the top of the order in Jaden Brown. 1 for 3. Hit home a run in the second inning. Where the Giants did the Lions' share of their scoring. Action out in the Senators' bullpen. Ryan Caslavage out to talk with Siebel. Give that arm some time to get warm. Try to keep his guy going. Siebel, a guy with a lot of confidence, incredibly calm. He's already done this once before, pitching for Southern Maryland. Just never seems to get too high or too low. Had just over a 5 ERA last summer with the Senators. This year he is yet to give up a run in over 6 innings. Brown lifts this one towards foul ground, left side. It is out of play. Queen chased that one deep into left field. He got a pretty good beat on it, but it was a far ways back there. And Tribble was over to his left a little bit, so he had a long run as well. So 1-1. Squibbed foul. Siebel pitched this year over at Quinnipiac University. Threw 40 in the third innings. Was relied upon a lot. Best appearance of the college season was 3 scoreless innings against Manhattan back in March. Siebel started his college career over at Xavier, where he redshirted as a true freshman. Hopped in the portal after that and went to Quinnipiac. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Down goes Brown. There's one out in the 6th. And up comes Brady Powell. A single in the second. Walked and caught stealing in the first. That may have changed the trajectory of this ball game a little bit. Giants did have one in the first inning. If Powell was able to stay on, could have been more. So Quintiliano reached here in the 6th with a leadoff walk. And now Siebel's filling it up. Siebel been consistently touching the radar gun with a high 80s fastball. The pitch. Powell lifts one into center field, tracked down to a knee, returns standing and makes the catch. There's 2 away. That one was hit hard off the bat, 84-mile-an-hour exit velo. But Trock puts it away in center, and Griffin Siebel having a heck of an outing. Aaron Babave, he has been quite the contributor tonight for Gaithersburg. TJ Brockway just hasn't quite been able to find the formula early on in this season. Giants 1-3 coming into tonight. Started their season off 0-3. Especially shocking after they were as good as they were last season. Best record in the entire North, 23-13. They are last in the league to this point. Babe, a double back in the first inning, was scored on a Danny Orr single. The 1-1 misses low. Nice block by Nichols, who looked like he was having some catching troubles early on in the season, but he has really come around doing the catching duties for Southern Maryland. And really, this defense has started to put it together as the season has gone along. 2-1. Inside. Defensive change for Scott Middleton here in the top of the sixth. Lucas Grantham on for Danny Surwick over at first base. Scott Middleton will use everyone he's got. He's done so in nearly every game this season. Feels confident about everyone he's got on that bench, especially as far as the bats go. Payoff pitch. Bounces before home. And Quintiliano was going on the pitch. Made a large round to second, but he'll hold there. And the Giants will have two men on for Danny Orr, who came through back in the first. He was the last out of that two-run second inning for Gaithersburg. Been a lot of two-out offense for the Giants tonight. They have scored all of their runs with two outs. Danny Orr out of the University of Maryland, Baltimore County, UMBC as it's known. This one's popped it into the air, shallow right center. Groen makes the catch and ends the inning. So the Senators get out of things in the sixth. Giants once more leave two stranded. They have really struggled with the bats. Senators lead 7-3. We're back after this.
Thermal Comfort provides heating and air conditioning for newly constructed custom homes in Northern Virginia and select areas in Maryland. They service all systems, operational or non-operational, while providing free estimates for new systems. Go to thermalcomfortllc.com and choose the easier way to upgrade your heating and cooling system. Whether you're a player or aspire to work a job in sports, the Cal Ripken Senior Collegiate Baseball League is the right place for you. With over 250 players each year, the Cal Ripken League helps showcase talent in a competitive environment. If you're seeking a job in sports, the Cal Ripken League offers media and photography internships. To learn more, visit calripkenleague.org today.
It's a beautiful Monday evening here in Waldorf, Maryland. Senators cooking offensively so far. They scored 6 back in the first inning, added 1 on in the fourth, and the Giants have had a tough time offensively throughout the season, and the struggles continuing here tonight. Senators averaging 8 runs a game to this point. Giants just have not capitalized on opportunities to this point. They have left a total of 10 runners stranded. Meanwhile, it's only 3 on the other side for the Senators. Here comes Jack Ewart to lead off the 6. Squares to bunt and pulls it back. Ball 1. Ewart back in the first inning had an inside the park home run, aided by a throwing error by the catcher McNally after Kai Queen was trying to move up to third base. The ball went into left field. No one was backing up there, so Ewart, who was all the way at first, never stopped running and was able to make it home. He's quickly out ahead, 3-0. New pitcher is Dylan Shriver for the Giants. This season he's made 1 appearance for Gaithersburg, gave up 3 runs and 2 1/3. Struck out 1 batter, walked 2. That was against the Thunderbolts in the second game of the season. Senators have played the second most games of anyone in the league. Braves and Big Train were the only ones to play last night. And there's a 5-pitch walk for Jack Ewart. Senators in business here in the 6th. And up comes Logan Tribble, who to begin the season had reached in 15 of 16 plate appearances. Unreal numbers. Tonight he's 1 for 2, a single in the 4th inning. Grounded out to short his first time. Pulls it on the ground to third and between the legs of Orr. Racing towards third is Ewart. He slides in safely. Not taking a second off, and it's men at the corners for the Senators. It just went right through the pipes for Danny Orr. And there's 2 men on for Nick Flores. He has slowed down over these last couple games. But boy, when he's got it going, he's really dangerous. First time against the Giants. Flores was a surprising 0 for 5. Back in the home opener, he gave a in the season opener, he gave a flash of what he could be. 3 for 5, pair of doubles. Had 3 stolen bases in that one as well. It's on the ground, and it eats up Orr. Recovers. Throw to first is in time. Good work by Orr to keep the body in front. So he sets down Flores. Ewart makes it home safely, and the Senators add another. They have scored 8 or more runs now in all but 1 game. And that was in the 3rd game of the season against the Aces, where they won 7-3. Got a great bullpen outing in that one. Against the Aces, it was Bruce Wadiak who really locked things down out of the pen for the Senators. He gave up no runs across 3 innings. Even if your pitching isn't the best, it's certainly a winning recipe to put up 8 runs a game. And it's not even like the Senators have had the highest batting average in the league. They are fifth in the entire Cal amongst 8 teams in terms of batting average. They have just found a way that when they get on guys on, they're most often scoring them. Senators have also walked a lot. The pitch, low and away, and it's off the catcher's glove to the backstop. Triple up to third. And so a sac fly is in order here. Aiden Gonzalez largely did his job out of the bullpen for Gaithersburg. Gave up only 1 run across 3 innings, 3-2, whacked into center field, and that's down. It'll take a spinning bounce and squib into left. And there is an RBI single for Adam Truck, his second of the day. And this is Dawson Smale, who came in as a defensive replacement last inning for Carter Groen. He comes up with no outs still with 1 out, in the 6th. Dawson Smale, a utility guy for the Senators. Talked to Scott Middleton about him on the road the other day before the Grays game. Just talked about how much it is a luxury to have a guy like Smale. Runner goes, throw down to second is offline. So Adam Truck with a stolen base. Boy, he is going to be a real trouble for opposing teams this summer. Steals a lot of bases. Gets on base a lot. And really just puts the pressure on opposing teams with his speed. Smale hitting .400 coming in tonight. He skies this one into shallow center. It's Marino underneath it and puts it away for out number 2. So here comes Chet Bowling, a pinch hitter for MJ Phillips. Phillips got the start as the DH tonight. And Bowling in off the bench for him. First pitch almost hits him. Chet Bowling, a guy that has come through for the Senators early on in this season, has really been a big part of what Southern Maryland has done to this point. Had a big 2-run single in the 8th inning against the Giants the first time. He's up 3-0 here. That 8th inning against Gaithersburg the first time, one in which the Senators really put things together. Had 6 runs, went on to win 9-5 against the Giants. Batted around in the inning. Bowling actually batted twice there. In the game, he was 2 for 3 off the bench for Jax Nichols. 3-0. And it's a 4-pitch walk. And here comes Lucas Grantham. He came in as a defensive replacement last inning for Danny Surwick at first base. First start of the season for Surwick at first, and he did a pretty darn good job defensively. Senators have had so many options defensively at first base. We've seen Steven Krause get a decent amount of playing time early on in the season, but before he arrived into town, got a chance to see Grantham, a little bowling over there as well. Nichols even spent a short time. So a lot of the catchers doubling up as first baseman. Grantham just recently announced he's transferring over to Georgia State, and there's an athletic play by the pitcher Shriver, who flips on to first to end the inning. So 9-3 Senators. We've played 6 here in Waldorf. 6-run lead for Southern Maryland.
Seeking investment management help? Well, look no further than GDS Investments. With over 20 years of experience, Glenn Surwick has the knowledge and experience to help you make informed investment decisions. The company maintains full transparency, allowing you to view your account activity at any time so there are no delays or surprises. Go to gdsinvestments.com today to learn more. GDS Investments, there to guide you when the winds change. Whether you're a player or aspire to work a job in sports, the Cal Ripken Senior Collegiate Baseball League is the right place for you. With over 250 players each year, the Cal Ripken League helps showcase talent in a competitive environment. If you're seeking a job in sports, the Cal Ripken League offers media and photography internships. To learn more, visit calripkenleague.org today. If you want to stay up to date with all things Senators, follow the collegiate team's social media accounts. You can follow the team at Southern MD Senators on Instagram or GoSOMD Senators on X to keep up with the team. You'll get score updates, final score graphics, access to articles, and so much more. Go check out the Senators on social media and don't miss a moment this season.
So here comes Dawson Weatherall out of the bullpen for Scott Middleton and company. Weatherall making his second appearance on the season. Last time he pitched was earlier on, third game of the campaign against the Aces. Threw 1 inning there, didn't give up a run, only 1 hit, walked a batter. Aces left 2 men stranded in that 7th inning that he threw. Weatherall, not a guy that's necessarily going to light up the gun in terms of velocity, but he does throw a lot of strikes. Very consistent pitcher. That's why Scott Middleton brought him back for a second season. Also a workhorse as well. Threw a lot last season for the Senators. Pitched in 13 games. Most of those times it was an inning or less. But it just seemed like he was always ready out of the pen. It's a little jam shot foul. Bryce Rudisil leading off the inning for the Giants. He is 0 for 3 tonight. Giants' real problem tonight has just been not capitalizing on opportunities. They've left 10 base runners on. Rudisil pops this one into foul ground, left side. Queen makes the catch. There's 1 away.
Now batting catcher Ethan McNally.
So a first pitch pop out. And here comes Ethan McNally. He is 2 for 2. Gaithersburg down due to no lack of effort from Ethan McNally. That changeup right there from Weatherald, it's 69 miles an hour. You can say what you want, but he does have change of pace. Flores off balance throw in time. Nice play by the shortstop. Out number 2.
Now batting, designated hitter, Colin Hughes.
And that gives way to Colin Hughes. 1 for 3 this evening. Last time up, reached on a drop, 3rd strike. Don't see that very often at this level. There he swings and misses in the dirt. And Scott Middleton has just got to love the consistency of a guy like Dawson Weatherald. Yeah, he might not be a guy that Major League scouts would necessarily look at, but he's a guy you got to love for these types of situations. To get you innings, be consistent, fill up the zone, and not walk a ton of guys. He is 0-2. Ripped into center field, Trock running in, and that'll get down. A bloop shot single into center, and there's some 2-out traffic with Colin Hughes.
Now batting, shortstop, Aiden Marino.
That brings up Aiden Marino trying to race his 0 for 3 evening. Squandered opportunities, the name of the game tonight for the Giants. Giants, the first time against the Senators, mostly just kind of lacked opportunities. They left a total of 6 guys on base that first time around. Senators on this 4-game winning streak. There has not been a single game within 3 runs. Just shows you how dominant they've been. And when you got the bats going every night, you're a tough team to stop. They have scored 7 or more in every single game. Giants have just been unable to match tonight. Just going to be a pure volume issue for a lot of teams against the Senators throughout the season. Wouldn't expect this to slow down. This was a bit of the expectation coming into the season for Scott Middleton. Knew there was going to be a ton of offensive output. Certainly has been. 1-2. Up and away. Giants still yet to have a number of guys arrive into town. They're playing with a pretty thin roster at the moment. The pitch. Upstairs. Payoff pitch. Runners off, and it hits him. Marino will be awarded first base, and that brings up Michael Cantiliano, who's had a good day at the dish. He is 1 for 2 with a walk in the 6th. Out comes Scott Middleton to talk with Dawson Weatherald. There was some stirring out in that Senators pen. Through the middle innings, Griffin Siebel, he faced a lot of trouble in 4, 5, and 6. But was able to get out of it every time. Giants left 3 men on in the 5th, 2 on last inning. That trouble for Siebel largely of his own doing. Last inning, walked 2 batters. In that 5th, it was 2 hits and then the drop third strike that Colin Hughes reached on that loaded him up. Siebel was just clutch when it most called for it. Weatherald's first appearance looked very similar to this. Gave up a hit, then walked a batter, and then Scott Middleton had a mound visit, and he was able to get out of the inning. We'll see if he can reproduce that tonight. This is a pop fly. Right side of the infield. Shortstop Flores is there and puts it away. So Dawson Weatherald able to get out of a jam there. Ace Giants leave 2 stranded in the 7th. Senators out in front by 6.
Need industry-leading equipment for leaf blowers, lawnmowers, boat trailers, and more? Guy Brothers Marine can help. Need maintenance or repair on equipment? Guy Brothers Marine can help. Family owned and operated, they take pride in everything they do. They have a reputation for fixing what others can't. For more on equipment and repair, check out GuyBrothersMarine.com today. Guy Brothers Marine. Their commitment to serving customers is priority one. If you or your child is searching for a youth baseball team, you're looking in the right place. The Maryland Senators Elite Travel Baseball Team competes in tournaments and showcases around the country. Featuring teams from 8 to 18U, the Senators work hard to prepare players for the next level by teaching confidence, a winning attitude, and the importance of character by being a great student, teammate, and individual. Get more information by searching MarylandSenators.com, the place to be for travel baseball in Maryland.
Senators offense cooking once more. Looking good here through 6 innings. Bottom of the 7th we go. It'll be 6, 7, 8 due up for the Senators. Jack Nichols will lead things off. He's the catcher tonight. Has played a little first base, DH once this year, but mostly a catcher for Scott Middleton and company. Alex Angelitis, the new pitcher on for TJ Brockway. Angelitis, a former pitcher with the Senators. Made an appearance earlier this season, gave up 4 runs against the Crop Dusters. Here's a chopper up the middle. Moreno on to Rudisell for at number 1. So a quick first out for Angelitis here in the 7th inning. And up comes Kai Queen to face off against Angelitis. 2 former teammates last season with the Senators. Queen, a returner to Southern Maryland. Last year with the Senators, Angelitis, a 9.24 ERA. Gave up 13 earned across 12 2/3. His 1-0 is fought foul. Angelitis sits in the mid-80s with the fastball. Queen had a big RBI single to keep the rally going in the first inning. with some aggressive base running caused in a throwing error by the catcher McNally. Threw one into left field where Jack Ewert was able to ultimately score off that throwing error in what you could call a inside the park home run. Technically ruled a single, then scoring on the throwing error. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. So Angelitis sets down Queen swinging. And next up is Jack Ewert.
Now batting, second baseman Jack.
Mentioned it a moment ago. Came through big in the first inning. Knocked home 3 runs and then walked in the 6th. Reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th. So he has gotten on all 3 times up. Scott Middleton has been really impressed with Ewert's defensive capabilities. He's a native of Atlanta, Georgia. Will stay down in the South to attend Wofford College in the fall over in South Carolina. Ewert at Marist High School was a multi-sport athlete, starring as both a football player and, of course, in baseball. The pitch. Inside. Cody Wagner, so glad you can join us on this beautiful night from Regency Furniture Stadium. Senators' offense has looked impressive once more. 2-1. Up and in. Southern Maryland's best record in the league, 4-1 on a 4-game winning streak. Giants have had a less than ideal start to the campaign. They are 1-3, last in the league. 2 games back in the north already of the Crop Dusters, who have started off 3-1. This one's fought foul. Off the catcher McNally, who shakes it off. Senators only in their 3rd year in the league, really putting it together this season. We're still early on, so don't want to overreact, but boy, 4 wins in a row is always special, and the way that they've done it even more so. Chance to add on to that here tonight. 3-2. It is popped into foul ground, right side, Rudisill. It's in the seats. The payoff pitch, once more. Swing and a miss. Angelitis with a beauty of an inning in the 7th. Strikes out 2, sets down the Senators in order. And so Gaithersburg will try to get something going in the 8th with the top of their order. Jaden Brown coming to the dish after this.
Seeking investment management help? Well, look no further than GDS Investments. With over 20 years of experience, Glenn Surwick has the knowledge and experience to help you make informed investment decisions. The company maintains full transparency, allowing you to view your account activity at any time so there are no delays or surprises. Go to gdsinvestments.com today to learn more. GDS Investments, there to guide you when the winds change. If you or your child is searching for a youth baseball team, you're looking in the right place. The Maryland Senators Elite Travel Baseball Team competes in tournaments and showcases around the country. Featuring teams from 8 to 18U, the Senators work hard to prepare players for the next level by teaching confidence, a winning attitude, and the importance of character by being a great student, teammate, and individual. Get more information by searching MarylandSenators.com, the place to be for travel baseball in Maryland. We've got an offer you won't want to miss out on. Over the summer, the Senators collegiate team will be hosting a youth baseball camp throughout June and July, available to ages 7 through 14. Take the opportunity to get personalized advice from Senators players and coaches and elevate your game to the next level. For specific dates and times, go to somdsenators-cal.com to learn more.
Now batting, center fielder Jaden Brown.
Senators and Giants. To the 8th inning we go. Alan Miller, the new man on the mound for Southern Maryland. 6'5" right-hander. Has made one appearance this season for the Senators. That was against the Giants in the home opener. Gave up 2 runs across 2 innings out of the bullpen. That was a game that was back and forth the whole way between the Giants and Senators. Southern Maryland's offense surged late in the 8th. They scored 6 runs there. So Alan Miller gets some time here out of the Senators' pen. A returner to Southern Maryland, but was on the team last year. This one's whacked into right field. Hangs up for Smale to make the catch. There's one away. So a quick first out for Alan Miller here. And back in 2023 with the Senators, Miller gave up 6 earned across 9 2/3. Made 3 saves that season. This is not a save opportunity tonight. Just trying to keep the score right where it is. Here he gets Brady Powell, puts one on the ground. Queen charging, scoops, throw to first. In time. Nice play by the third baseman. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder Aaron Barber.
So Alan Miller with a fast start to the 8th. And this is Aaron Babave, who is 2 for 2, a couple of walks. Doubled back in the first. Miller can't miss. This year, Miller made 8 starts and 14 appearances over at Shepherd College. Went 4-3 with a 4.3 ERA, 34 strikeouts. Got big-time experience at the college level. That one's called low. The 1-1. Up and away. Aaron Babave had a monster season this year over at the College of San Mateo. He's ahead in this count. Babave entered the winter transfer portal after spending just the fall semester of his freshman year at Tulane. And that one's low. So a walk on 5 pitches, and Aaron Babave is aboard.
Now batting, second baseman Danny Orr.
So for the 5th time tonight, Babave has reached, and this brings up Danny Orr. Had an RBI single in the first. Giants yet to score since the 2nd inning where they put up 2. Senators have been able to score throughout. They had 6 in the first, jumping out in front early, but then 1 in the 4th and 2 in the 6th to help grow their lead. Alan Miller going right after these hitters. Or has flown out to right and to left the last 2 times up. The pitch. Outside. Miller makes the short 20-minute trip from his home in Mechanicsville, Maryland to games here at Regency Furniture Stadium. 1-2. Hit on the ground sharply towards Cook, and it eats him up. Tough hop for the shortstop, who has come on to replace Nick Flores. And so there's 2 men on with 2 outs. And here's Bryce Rudisil trying to erase an 0-for-4 ball game. Had a hard hit shot earlier in the game at Nick Flores. First pitch swinging, he pops it up. And this will be Cook once more to end the inning. So Alan Miller able to escape things there in the 8th. Giants still scoreless since the 2nd. Senators out in front big.
Thermal Comfort provides heating and air conditioning for newly constructed custom homes in Northern Virginia and select areas in Maryland. They service all systems, operational or non-operational, while providing free estimates for new systems. Go to thermalcomfortllc.com and choose the easier way to upgrade your heating and cooling system. If you want to stay up to date with all things Senators, follow the collegiate team's social media accounts. You can follow the team at Southern MD Senators on Instagram or Go SOMD Senators on X to keep up with the team. You'll get score updates, final score graphics, access to articles, and so much more. Go check out the Senators on social media and don't miss a moment this season.
Now batting left fielder Logan Tribble.
Evan Caratani out of the bullpen for Gaithersburg. He has made 2 appearances already this season. Pitched 2 nights ago against the Big Train. Made the save in that one. Only faced 1 batter to close out the 9th inning. Big Train started to come back in the 9th inning in that one. Caratani said no way. This is Logan Tribble to lead off the 8th. Alex Angelitis had a great 7th inning for the Giants. Struck out 2 batters there. Tribble hitting in the 9 spot this season for Scott Middleton, but he's really just there as a jump start to the offense. He's 2 for 3 this evening with a couple of singles. Called strike 3. He knew it instantly, and Tribble goes down looking. To the top of the order with Calvin Cook, who came on last inning as a defensive replacement for Nick Flores. So Cook with his first AB tonight. Caratani has been filling up the zone in this appearance. Cook got the start at second last time out against the Grays. Was 1 for 5 in that one. Cook had a single in the third his last time. Saturday was the last time Southern Maryland played. Oh, 1-2. Whacked foul. Senators were slated to go last night against the Thunderbolts. That game got rained out. Still yet to find a makeup date for that one. We will let you folks know as soon as we know. Thunderbolts this season are off to a 2-2 start. Senators have looked nearly unbeatable with the brand of ball they're playing. Strike 3 called. Calvin Cook goes down. And there's 2 away, back-to-back punch-outs to begin the inning for Evan Caratani. And here comes Adam Trock, who's got a pair of RBIs, couple of singles to his name in the 4th and the 6th. Can credit the non-first inning offense largely to him. Had a slow start tonight, but has now extended the hitting streak to 6 games. Senators an opportunity tonight to make the win streak 5. And the first loss in the season really wasn't a bad one. They lost 11-8 on the road to Metro South County. Put up a lot of runs. Pitching just wasn't there that night. Otherwise, the pitching has been fantastic. And the bats have been just as Scott Middleton expected. Punishing. The 1-2. Just outside. Quality take by Trock. Caratani in his first appearance through 1 2/3 against the T-Bolts. He's still yet to give up a run across 2 innings. The pitch. Called, strike 3. Caratani strikes out the side in the 8th. And the Senators go down in order. They try to lock things down after this. Last opportunity for the Giants offensively in the 9th. 9-3, Senators.
Seeking investment management help? Well, look no further than GDS Investments. With over 20 years of experience, Glenn Surwick has the knowledge and experience to help you make informed investment decisions. The company maintains full transparency, allowing you to view your account activity at any time so there are no delays or surprises. Go to gdsinvestments.com today to learn more. GDS Investments, there to guide you when the winds change.
Yeah, I saw there was something, but I never...
Need industry-leading equipment for leaf blowers, lawnmowers, boat trailers, and more? Guy Brothers Marine can help. Need maintenance or repair on equipment? Guy Brothers Marine can help. Family owned and operated, they take pride in everything they do. They have a reputation for fixing what others can't. For more on equipment and repair, check out GuyBrothersMarine.com today. Guy Brothers Marine. Their commitment to serving customers is priority one. Eternal Couture Sports makes your design ideas come to life. From sports uniforms to vehicle lettering, custom t-shirts, yard signs, and more, EC Sports has you covered. They're ready to suggest new design ideas for your company logo, team uniforms, or personal apparel. Based in Waldorf, Maryland, EC Sports is here to match your design needs. To learn more, visit ecsportsdmv.net today.
Senators 3 outs away from 5 in a row here at Regency Furniture Stadium. First pitch is fought off foul. Alan Miller will try to lock things down here in the ninth for the Senators. They've gotten great work out of their bullpen. Only runs for the Giants came off the starter, Jace Kinane. The bullpen was really the trouble spot last season for Southern Maryland. Middleton really bolstered it this offseason. When I talked to him preseason, he said that he thought the bullpen would be the biggest area of improvement. After that first game, you may have been skeptical, but quickly Southern Maryland has proved that. This is Ethan McNally, riding a 2-for-4 ball game. Couple of singles in the second and the fifth. (3-1). Pulled foul. Senators got 3 clean innings out of the pen from Griffin Siebel. Dawson Weatherall came in the 7th. Did exactly his job, and now Alan Miller trying to hold the line. This is a soft pop-up to Cook, who makes the catch. 1 away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Colin Hughes.
A total of 14 runners left on base tonight for Gaithersburg. Boy, you are going to scarcely win ball games when you leave that many guys on. On the other side for Southern Maryland, only 5 tonight. They have produced in a big way. Normally, when you score a lot of runs, you're bound to leave a decent number of guys on. Senators have scored a lot tonight, not left too many on. It's been a picturesque ball game. This one ripped into right center field. Trock into the gap and makes the grab for out number 2. And here come the Senators, just 1 out away. And this is Aiden Moreno. It took Southern Maryland last season over 20 games to win 2 in a row. This year, a much different story to say the least. Last season, their biggest winning streak was 3, and that took until the playoffs. This is Brady Ruiz-Weiss on as a pinch hitter. He whacks this one up the middle. Diving catch by Calvin Cook. Ball game. Senators win. 9-3, Southern Maryland. Dominating victory. A defensive masterclass tonight. Senators take it 9-3 your final from Waldorf. Big early offense. Senators had 6 in the first inning, 1 in the fourth, 2 in the sixth. Dominating tonight. Just punishing the Giants at home. With that, we say good night from Waldorf. From Regency Furniture Stadium, Senators win 9-3. I'm Cody Wagner saying so long. Have a great night, folks.